This is BB again. I'm sorry, I'm just talking out loud in my house because I'm just pissed off again. I'm kind of getting on the side of the Gangstalkers. Because the thing is, it's hard when I know who the person is behind this. I know who it is. I know where it's coming from. But how do I prove it? How do I prove it? I don't know. Every time I ask my friend to look at certain names that are associated to my inheritance and private things, my dad, my mother, people who I know they're alive and they're here, the young people, Every time I have to run their names, they can't find anything on them. They can't find any contact information or find anything. They don't seem to think that something is wrong with that, but I do. This is the new law of the land we're living in. It's like I'm being cut off from every bit of information pertaining to my family. So when I say I know it's those stamps they stole, and if my mama had money or my dad, well, I know my dad had money because, he was a businessman. But mostly it's those stamps. When I say that, I mean it. So every time that everybody try to look for something, some information about someone, nobody can seem to find it. They can't find any information on anyone, which I think is a little strange. No contact information at all. They're just not coming up. But they're living in the USA as, they're citizens here. Established. But nothing is coming up. So, it's kind of a weird thing. I don't understand. But what's really amazing is, I was just telling the stalkers around me, the gang stalkers around me, I'm going to get on their bandwagon. They should have a rally instead of being covert and hiding in the shadows and not wanting to be seen because they're afraid maybe somebody will just beat their ass to a pulp or just pop a cap in them. They're afraid. They're afraid. They're hiding. But when it comes to me, this one woman, I'm just one woman, they will tear her a new fucking one. They tear me a new one almost every fucking day. They will go to fucking town on me. You see, the thing is, like I've mentioned in videos before, that's their ambition. They are way past just being so-called gang stalkers. They don't have any qualms about this anymore. They have let go of any holdbacks, hold-ups, inhibitions, any second thoughts, second guessing. No. They are way past that stage. They're not feeling like nothing when they do this. They're actually getting pleasure out of it. By taunting us, fucking with us, making us looking like we're, as the person who is behind mine, the male in the equation always says they're stupid and crazy. Everybody is stupid and crazy. Because he wants people to think we're stupid and crazy. Once they brand us as stupid and crazy, as drug users, or mental health, or both, then they just discard us. They won't listen to us anymore. A psychiatrist will probably just listen to us to find out how many cc's of whatever they want to give us, or how much they will need to keep us quiet. These people, we don't deserve this. We don't deserve this. We don't deserve this. It's basically, anytime you're being sprayed, you're being drugged against your will. That's a federal offense. Not that the federal government give a fucking crap. but because it looks to me like they don't. But that's a federal offense for whatever it's worth in these days and times. It's a federal offense. You hear that click? I hear that click a lot. I feel like I want to cough right here. I'm trying to hold it. And see, the cat woke up. See, she woke up right there. She's sitting there. She woke up. So she heard it too. So she hears things in the walls. She could turn and look at the wall like that. It's like, but the thing is, yeah, I was just saying I'm gonna get on the bandwagon. All the Gangstalkers probably need to come out and form a parade. And they need somebody like me who's vocal. Somebody who's not only championing their cause, but was also a victim. I mean, think about it. When they pummel me, right? They spray me, it's affecting my body, my organs. Affecting my bladder, it's affecting my colon, affecting my head. Now, I should get better health care, shouldn't I? I should learn how to protect myself better. I should have better medical protection. But then we move to that, my business is getting fucked up. But let's not talk about that. That's in my head. That's not true. Though it's in black and white. It's not true. It's not a factor. I should be doing more. This is how this works. It's our fault. Whatever they're doing, our defense against what they're doing is in our hands. Granted. So that would be one of their arguments. Well, they only did this and did that. You should have defended yourself. How do we begin to defend ourselves? Is there a rule book? A manual that I don't know of? Well, if the Gangstalkers do this, then I should do that? Or if the Gangstalkers do that, then I should do this? Is there a rule book out there that I don't know of? Can somebody help me? Point me in the direction. How does this work? Because it feels to me like that's how they're doing it. It's like, I should defend myself better. I should do this differently. I should do that. But it's nobody, it's like there's nothing that says they shouldn't be doing this to me in the first place. This is how bad this situation is getting, and it's gotten, and it's going to get for everybody if it's not checked. Because these are just a group of people here, right? Imagine the same mentality in hundreds or thousands of other people throughout the Americas and the world. And it's getting worse. This is the part I can't stress enough. It's getting worse. It's not getting any better. It's not getting any better. And I don't know. And I have a feeling that most people are blaming the police. Okay, the police, again, the law enforcement, I understand that there's these policing groups, as they say, and they're being funded. People, in neighborhood watches and stuff, they're being funded by the police and the FBI and all of that, right? They're being funded by it. And so, what was I going to say? Yeah, they're being funded by it. And then it's like they're putting people on watch lists. Like somebody said that, and I saw it on YouTube, where they're putting people on a watch list. Now, I don't know these people who are running these watch lists or these neighborhood watches. Are they given any type of database or access to anybody's any law enforcement agency database? Are they supposed to have access to it? If so, how do they get it and why? Have they been deputized? Have they been sworn in? Are they bonded? I mean, it's like, I don't understand that. How are they finding out people's personal information? It's by hacking. The people who are doing this to me is They're not children. They're grown adults and they're hackers. And the information that they can obtain by hacking, I can find like maybe a 10-year-old in Russia or India or China getting the same information. It's not something that is taboo. Hacking is something like everybody out there wants to do it now. Spying on your girlfriend, spying on your boyfriend, then it gets out of hand. Then it goes to stealing. So they're getting it by hacking, because I don't think that every stalker out there, or every stalker who's working for someone, because most of the stalkers are being employed by a big kahuna. Somebody is behind it. Somebody is funding them. Somebody is funding them. And in some instances, yes, law enforcement might be behind it. I am not sure. I'm not going to say yes or no. I think mostly what's happening is the same thing like me. Law enforcement is supposed to be the ones to help us. They're supposed to be the ones to protect us. They're supposed to be the ones to put an end to this and look out for us and make us feel safe. They are not doing that. They don't even want to listen. They just dismiss us. And that's why we're ultimately blaming them. Because gang stalking, unless you have actual people who you can recognize, it's just a big wide umbrella. Who are you looking for? Somebody driving in a pickup down the street? Somebody you see say something weird, pass and call out your name. Somebody knock on your door, ask to speak to somebody who doesn't live here a couple of times, and then you can't even remember the face. Who are you gonna look for? It's such a wide net, a wide umbrella. This is why people like the ones who are doing this to me, they force themselves in under this net to hide amidst all of this here. Everybody's blaming the government. Everybody's blaming. And again, I'm not saying the government may not be doing this, or in your case, that's not happening. I'm not minimizing it. I'm not saying no, but I know in my particular case, it's different. I know in my particular case, they're just adapting all the methods they've read about and they've seen and they've done their research. They're just adapting it to make it look like it's fucking gang stalking from the government, from the FBI, from the CIA, from the NSA, from Homeland Security, from NASA. I don't know. They're just adapting the methods that are out there. That's what they're doing. They're hiding in plain sight amongst these other things that are happening. Because if 90% of them belongs to, or that's happening to us is because of law enforcement agencies, there's still 10% that's happening by people like you and me fucking us over for whatever we own, our assets. It could be anybody. Could be anybody, but mostly it's people who knows that we have some money out there and we can't get it. And every time, even if you do a search, the sad part is this with me. Even if you do a search, you're not going to find it, because this is why they're hacking and watching. Hacking is one of their biggest assets. And this is why they have to watch all the time, because when we realize something is happening, we start doing researches of our own. And they have to filter the traffic. They have to make sure that we don't find what we're supposed to find. They have to filter the traffic. They have to filter it. So they have to sit on us. So who wants to sit on somebody for how long? I mean, they stole a bunch of money, or they stole those stamps and they're worth a shitload of money. They don't want to sit down and babysit and watch me to make sure I don't ever look for them, or somebody don't ever say, hey, do you remember what happened to your grandmother's stamps? Yeah. Oh shit, you know what? Yeah, let me call a couple of people and find out. They don't have time for that. What do you think they want to do? What they're trying to do right now. They want to put me 6 feet under. They want to get to spending and be an established wealth for themselves. That's how they work. That's their thing. I'm just tired. That's all. I'm really just tired. I know it's like I keep saying the same thing over and over, but this is the only way I stay sane. That's the only way I stay sane. And I'm getting so angry that I'm saying that they should just unite and call it Gangstalkers Inc. Why hide in the shadows? Why hide in the shadows? Like I said, we should take care of ourselves better, right? We should protect ourselves better. It's not their fault. They're just doing, making a living. They have bills to pay just like us. This is their chosen path, their career path. This is what excites them. This is what makes them get out of bed with a pep in their step. They're excited about this. They're not just doing it and not feeling anything. They're happy to do it. They're happy to make fun of us. They're happy to think that they're better than us. They're happy to belittle us. They're happy to look down on us. They're happy to poke fun at us. They're happy to just see us like we're just lower than them in every possible way. And maybe I deserve for them to steal from me. Maybe they want, to get to the point where they believe that I deserve this. Like I deserve this. Maybe this is what they want. They want to get it to the point where they feel that I deserve this. I don't, but they do. Like I've said before, even if I was a woman on death row and I had an execution hanging over my head, impending execution with an expiration date on it, you don't do this to people. Even those people have rights. Yes, they do. Before that, they say before they put the injection, they put the needle, they swab it. They have rights. They have rights. These people take away our rights. They're taking away our basic human rights. And then on top of that is blaming us for not protecting ourselves enough. Making it look like it's a colossal joke that we could do better than that. It's like gladiators. It's like bringing back the time of the gladiators, putting us all in an arena and watching us fight for our lives, while they're laughing and having parties and picnics, and selling tickets to a show. This is what it looks like to me. I can't wrap my head around this. How cruel these people are. They're cruel as shit. Very, very cruel. And I know they're cruel to you too. Whoever you are would see this. I know they're cruel to you. Well, what if you don't give up? I'm just tired. I'm sorry. I'm just ranting, but I'm just tired.